Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. I would like to respond to the motions of scholarship should only be guaranteed on the basis of financial necessity. So, as mandated by the President of the Republic of Indonesia in the opening of the National Education Revitalization Conference, August 7, 2006, that the Indonesian nations need to reflect as well as reposition the education system considering that educated nations' children are the most valuable asset to project competitive human capital able to change Indonesia from the developing country to the developed country. Referring to Law Number 20 of 2003 concerning the National Education System, Chapter 5, Article 12, 1.c, it is stated that every student in each educational unit is entitled to scholarship for outstanding students whose parents cannot afford to pay for their educations. This means that every individual who has the potentials and opportunity in developing the country is entitled government assistance in developing potentials, not being constrained but in the development process and in the distributions of funds. Because everyone has the right to develop themselves through the fulfillment of their basic needs, the right to education and benefit from science and technology in order to improve the quality of life and for the welfare of the nations and country. Let's take an example of a scholarship that many students know about. Because I'm a high school student, I will mention scholarship for high school students. For example, the Smart Indonesia card, which will launch as educational funding assistance for underprivileged outstanding students. Print, which is intended for junior high school and high school children. Not only that, many scholarships have been launched both from the government and independent institutions. The use of social media in students pushing information related to scholarship is very helpful in the midst of a pandemic like this. So it fulfills the need to develop potentials. The potentials of the nation's children is not hampered. Scholarships are given on the basis of financial needs with the category of helping students develop their potentials. There are many reasons why the government must channel the required budget appropriately and correctly. In addition to helping students develop their potentials as well as to know that the scholarship given are received with the right students, namely achievement and really need it in the financial sector. Minimizing the use of the scholarship budget by responsible people. Scholarships are given on the basis of financial need in accordance with the allocations of funds issued by the government as a form of attention to Indonesians' education to achieve superior human research in the midst of a pandemic while supporting the independent learning program issued by our Minister of Education, Mr. Nadiem Makarim. Our Minister of Education really wants to make new breakthroughs. The transformations of education to increase competitiveness in the world arena with superior human research. The provisions of scholarship to help get educations without worrying about the cost is one of the factors for the success of the competitiveness being realized. As we all know that there are still many students have obstacles in receiving educations during this pandemic such as network constraints, handle communication device, and others. With this assistance, they can help in the process of creating the desired competitiveness. If the scholarship provided can help improve competitiveness, it means that the progress of the Indonesian nations is getting closer and closer. Many corporate sectors need superior human being and even superior human research can help the government in creating jobs. Therefore, scholarships should be expanded in various fields, levels, and sectors. So that's all my response. I say thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.